practicing the moves. Who here has ever dreamed that they could make a massive difference in the world? Raise your hand and say, ooh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Who here thinks that they can use their secret powers that they have deep within themselves to help others around themselves? Say, oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
You're awesome. So let me tell you a bit of a stat to start with. Did you know that 100 acres every minute is cut down from the rainforest? Is it our duty as humans to group up together and make a change with that and fix the climate change, work together and do this? I won't tell it to me, let me tell you how I became the king of philanthropy and how philanthropy changed my life. So once upon a time, I was taking the coffee machine, unbuilding it and building it back up, reading books, and then I got in school and wow, this is the environment where I can ask infinite questions and have access to infinite knowledge. Now my classmates did not enjoy that so much, so they limited my question per class for 3. Because the class went on and on. And since I grew up late in the recreation area, let's say that the taller guys, I was an easy target. And since I was always joking around, being suspended from school a little bit because I want to ask questions. Why is this so? And not so good with authority. So during recreation, I got beat up a lot. And then I joined high school, and I wore yellow pants and a black and yellow T-shirt with a black and yellow pack sack. So let's say that cost me 3 years of bullying in the school bus. But it is important to be different. It is extremely important to be yourself. Normal is boring, is dull, and everybody asks you to be normal, and that's not how you're going to make a difference. You have to be yourself. You have to be in a zone where you can express yourself and show others what you want to be and what you are deep inside. So the career path I chose after being bullied for my yellow stuff. Oh, by the way, first car I got was yellow as well. So I became a firefighter because my purpose that I felt was to help others. It was to make a massive change, and as firefighters, I highly respect this career. It's people that are ready to put their life in danger because they want to save other people's life. So that's how it was for a few years, and then being a little different, you can see that I wear very pale colors, and I match my tie with my socks. I was bullied at the fire station as well, being different, preferring reading books than talking about hockey during dinner. So it became to a point where a lot of jokes were made about me, and people started saying that's not your place, you should be elsewhere, we want you to change fire station, we want you to move away. At that point, I got in depression, being someone who likes to have fun. I got very down. I didn't want to go to the job every day. I wouldn't sleep at night. I would dream of or hoping that while I was driving on the highway, there would have a car coming right to me and dying in the process. So at that point, I knew I had to take a look at my life and realize that I had to take a year off from the job and go visit other areas, as there's so much to discover in the world. So I voluntarily took a year off, went to law school to learn new skills. Wasn't for me, because civil law is all about think inside the box and structure, and let's say for a creative person with imagination, not a place to be. So I had the privilege during lunch hours, they organized a internet business conference, and there was a lawyer there that specialized in internet and a professor from University of Ottawa who taught us about starting a internet business. So I'm like, oh my God, I started an e-commerce, and the problem is it's easy to do. So I suggest everyone start an e-commerce, but find your passion. As I had a cat business, and I don't like cats, so so I then moved on from that. But as that teacher, can I attend your classes? Because he was teaching business ideation and creation. So I started learning about doing business models, which is extremely fun. Takes like 15 minutes on paper. You have the full business plan. I started doing business models after business model, and now I was in a good zone, and I felt right. And I was approached by consultants that were working with the indigenous people in Manitoba. So they said, do you want to come with us? We're organizing a trip for a few investors from around the world, and there's a lot of opportunities to work their investments. So I got there. Unfortunately, all the investors canceled, so I was there alone. And I had a few investments myself. So what I did is refinance my condo, put 100,000 out. I had 50,000 in the stock market, so I used that. And for 7 days, I was meeting with the chiefs. I met like King in the North over behind. I really saw that if there's a good leader in the community and thinks about business and thinks about the community, it's going to create so much wealth. And then you go to the next reserve, where unfortunately they haven't learned about business yet, and they rely on what is existent and the government grants. And now it looks worse than third world countries. So what can we do to help? So I started within 7 days. I had made 6 business models for like massive businesses, and we decided to act on it. And then I came back home, and then my family thinks I'm crazy. I'm doing too much, and my peers think the same. But at the same time, I'm working with those people that I met. Like my friend Kyle from Western Canada, who's like, he was 22 years old. I met his mom at a dinner, like the universe put us there. We were sitting at the same table, people from the government, chiefs from all around Canada, and we were sitting at the same table, and she asked, can you come and sit down with me so we can look at what we can do on my reserve? So I said, oh yeah, go sit down. We looked over like beautiful country in the Okanagan Valley, and finally she was going through pictures and ideas that they had, and I saw a medical marijuana leaf. So, okay, that's the jackpot. We will focus on that. And funny, because the day earlier, my friend Opie had pitched me on creating a cafe for medical purpose. So we decided to work on this. We start working for this for a few months, and then I go on the reserve for a month to complete the project. And we were wondering, do we do hemp growing or medical marijuana? On the family had 20 acres of land and a mobile home, and not many hope for the future. So we decided to go with medical marijuana, as the returns per square foot were much higher. And we work on that. We're approached by a company within a few months to buy the whole project, to build the facility, and for $60 million. So that family that had nothing within months had like an offer for $60 million. They decided to keep it, which is great. And you're going to do awesome, Kyle. You are awesome. So. That's one example of what you can do. Like, I had limited resources, limited knowledge. Because I have faith in my projects, everything went right in. Everything happened for the right reason. The universe helped me, put me in a relation with many kings and queens and awesome leaders in the community. And I had to come back because I took a year off from the job. And now I'm being told that I'm a failure, that like I should be rich by now if I'm that good, and I'm being told by my own family that like I need to consult with a doctor. So that was bringing me back down. And then I was thinking about being on the highway again and like having plane crash on me or whatever. So what I did is I am out of here and I'm moving back there, where philanthropy is and where you can give to others and create so much value around you. It is a beautiful place to be, and I believe that all you guys want to be there. So if you want to join us and meet the kings and queens around the world of philanthropy, we are going to join our kingdoms together and make sure that everybody can have a massive success in their life. Kyle called me the other day and said, Guillaume, my path was to be an influencer, and as his mother is very influential in the politics for First Nation or Indigenous affairs in British Columbia, he said, like, that's the path I need to take, and now you show me business, this is what I want to do. I feel so good when I do business. I feel so contributing to the economy in the place, and I feel like I'm giving back. So Kyle, you and I will sit down, have a king coffee together, and we're going to solve other issues. So everybody that wants to join, philanthropy is not just about giving money. It's about giving your time, your expertise, and your money if you have it, and putting it in projects that are going to help so many people. I do have 5 business models remaining from those that I created in 7 days. So thank you so much. I am the king of philanthropy. I am the co-author of the book on changing the world in 7 days. And you are all welcome to join and call us, my queen and I, and we will definitely want to work with you and help you move from this area of pain at your job where you're sad and you just want to die, to a place where you're bringing so much value around you, and everybody wants to be part of this. Everybody wants to feel that good. So thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have you as an audience. You are all friends and all my friends, and I love you all. Thank you so much.